On this one, I'm going to show you how to create a website for the property. So here, I don't know why this was put in. Let's say we want to create a website for Lexington, which we do have to create because this is one of the properties that is being sold. So first thing we're going to do, I do not want to calculate repair list on the ones that do need repairs. Unless they ask, they can go in and check. So this one's already been calculated. The repair price, if it has, we can leave it on there, that's fine. So now let's go look at comps. Let's see what this property is worth. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1762 square feet, built in 1954. So first thing, we probably already checked all these. So we want to take these out because we want to get new comps. Do we have any more? Nope, nothing else. So let's refresh it. Let's see if we have any more new comps. And we want our comps again to be with hopefully within a mile, 200 square feet, either bigger or smaller. We're trying to keep with the same bedroom bath count. And if it was built over 1950, we don't want to compare it to a house that's more than 10 years younger. So our house is the one that's highlighted. It'll probably be at the bottom in red. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1762 square feet. So let's find our comps. The closer ones are going to be up here. Here's one. We don't really have any comps close by. You see that? This one that's really close, we don't have it. It could have been a refinance because there's no price. So this is the closest one for 26. We have one here at 33 and one at 37. We want to keep the highest ones. I really don't want to go that much further, 3 miles, so I want to go off these. Here's one. This one sold in 2018. That's pretty good, but it's low. So if what we're trying to come up with future value, if our property was fixed up, how much would it be worth? So this one sold for $26 a square foot. Let's look at it and see if it's fixed up. It looks like it's fixed up. No, we're not the owner. If you give it a few seconds, usually it'll come up if they have more pictures. Looks really nice on the inside. So that is a pretty good comp once ours gets fixed up. There we go. So let's go back. We are going to leave this one that's the closest and pick the ones right next to it. By picking these 3, we always try to go off 3. REI is saying that our property is worth like $56,384. Well, we already saw that the repair is going to be about $14,000. So, and let's see how much can that property rent for. Again, let's take all this out because these are old. And let's refresh it. Go to rent comps. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the high, see what the highest ones are. Here's one, 2.34 miles, bigger, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Here's one that's really close for 800. It looks like 800 is very doable because we got 3. This one has 1 bedroom more, but remember I said if you can match the bath is more important than the bedrooms. So let's hit that one, this one. Now this one and this one, they're pretty 2.34 far away, 2.34. So I would just leave those two. So that's 800. It can rent for 800. If it was fixed up, it would be worth 56. We go to analyzer. So this is making a difference. What are we doing a property profile for? To rent or to sell? It's going to be available, but we're going to sell with owner financing. So we're going to do lease option. So now this property is worth 56. It needs about 14,000 in repairs, so you know automatically they shouldn't be paying any more than 42, and we want it to sell. So how about if we do 35? 35 plus 12 would be 47. They're still getting it lower than what the value is. We're going to financing. So if we sell it for 35, now we asked them to put 2,500 down payment, so their loan amount would be 32,500, 180 months. Now, we talked about we want the payments to be lower than if they were to rent it, including taxes and insurance. I always estimate 150 for taxes and insurance. So let's go in and make sure taxes and insurance are in here. Oh, they're already on there calculated, so good. Let's go in and see if the rent would be in here. It's in here. Yep. So now let's finish it up. Accusations. So their principal and interest payment would be $466 if we leave it the way it is. And including taxes and insurance, it's $195 less than if they were to rent it. So what I am going to do is I am going to bump up the interest rate because I really want this to be about 137. That's pretty good right there. So we did all the numbers. Now, if this was a rental, then it would be, you didn't have to do all this calculation because you would just have rental and then you would just mark whatever on this page, income, what the rent amount would be, and you make sure you have up here rental. So now we're going to go upload pictures. Make sure you always have pictures uploaded. Oh, this one already has pictures. I always check all the pictures to make sure this one needs repair. So it's not going to be a perfect house. But make sure that if the house has been fixed up, that we don't have the old pictures in here. So now we go to marketing. Make sure you have your marketing profile on here. So in this case, it would be me. If not, you would switch it to yours, wherever yours is at in here. So this is me, good. Now we're going to go to property details. We switch the price. $235 right here. It's available for sale, right? We can even put this one. What we do for sale right here is fine. And we're switching it to 35. Okay. We had 3,000 down, but I'm only going to ask for 2,500. Great location. So pretty much has everything on here. This is the only part that when you get out of it, it won't save it automatically. You actually have to hit save. So all this information is pretty good, except here, we don't even want to say how much the home will be worth once it's fixed up. Take that out. You want to make it sound really good, as much information as you can on here. But you also want to tell them that it does need work. So save that. What I always do is I make copy of this, and I'll show you why. So just copy that. Make sure the pictures are on here. This is all wallpaper that it's scraping. It's old and it's coming off. So I would put that on the description. Wallpaper is peeling, needs to be scraped off, and then just paint over it. A lot of the things in this house, what's wrong? It needs paint and cleaning. We even have a video, and there will be another video to show you how to add a video here. So this has been saved. You need to make sure that the property website it's on, and go to property website now. You're creating a property website. I always like to change the domain name. We can even put for sale by owner homes. Update the domain. So now it's there. You want to put on here that if anybody inquires about this house, the system will automatically send them, flag it for buyer lead, and then automatically will send them information for if they were to buy a different house with a bank loan. So it sends them information, so we're always in front of the buyers. Our information in front of the buyers. So this has been set up. The action has been set up. This is the QR code. If they're opening on their phone, they can just scan it. Here is where I was saying I can come and paste that same information on here. But it's already been in here. The only thing is I want to take this out. Once you make any changes here, you can add, take away. You can give it fancy coloring. Just put save style description. Saved. So now you're going to go do your property website. View customize website. How do you want the page to look like? I picked this with a different top. You can pick different tops up here. This option is only available for the modern look. I like that one. So we're leaving it the way it is. And then save and close. Now, if your property website, if you go here and this is not on, it won't let you create a property website. So here's your property website. It gives all the information, the description you put in, and you can send this link to everybody and they'll have all the pictures. So you're done with property website.